There is absolutely nothing quite like the taste of coconut custard cake made with fresh coconut, especially this recipe, because we're here with Neil Fuentes and his mother, Lucina. Bienvenida, Lucina.
Thank you.
I know she doesn't speak much English,
No.
but
I do.
Yes, and Neil does, of course.
So I can't translate, that's no
We're going to be
problem.
translating this whole time. So what was your mother's influence in la cocina?
Well, I grew up in the kitchen, so, you know, she taught me everything I know when it comes to cooking. I just grew up in it. I remember since I was 3 years old, I was in that kitchen just cooking with her.
Now, you've been with us for many, many times on the
Yes,
show.
correct.
Some of those recipes, did they come from Mom?
I would say 75% of those recipes are at least some sort of my mother's influence in them. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And so how was he in la cocina?
¿Cómo era yo
Mama?
en la cocina? ¿Qué tal era yo en la cocina cuando te ayudaba?
Todos ayudaban.
Me and all my brothers all helped.
5 hijos.
5 varones, 5 brothers.
And you're the baby?
I am the baby. I am the baby. So we
Todos
all,
ayudaban,
it's not like we
todos.
wanted to help. She's
Y se
saying
les
is
enseñaba a
and I used to
batir, a
teach them
moler, a hacer, a machacar.
to bite, to
todos.
cut, to slice.
So
to
she
everything.
encouraged you to be in the kitchen with her?
Kind of forcing
Sí,
us
fueron
more.
Forcing.
aprendiendo.
You know what? That's a good thing. Forcing the
Él
kids
dice
to
que tú no
help in the
forzaste
kitchen.
más que todo.
Every mother should do that with their kids. Because
Absolutely.
really, how are the kids going to learn if they're not forced
Well, we all cook.
to be in the kitchen?
Todos
All
cocinan.
of you.
Yeah,
Todos.
Todos. We all
Todos
cook.
cocinan.
Sí.
Who's the best one?
¿Quién es el mejor cocinero de los 5?
Of course you're going to say him.
Él cocina.
Yeah, I cook. I cook
Cocina
a lot.
muy bien. Muy
Yeah,
bien.
very good. I cook very good. Very well.
Let's take a look at some of these pictures that you brought
I know.
to share with all of us.
Ay, bebecito, mi bebecito. El más chiquitico.
And then about the little baby.
And this is the little baby, Neil Fuentes, little baby.
Yeah.
The baby of the
Naked.
family, the baby, right?
Bebecito.
Yeah,
The baby of the
bebecito.
5 children.
Bebecito.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, what is
La
this?
graduación.
That's my high school graduation.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
father right there with the blue tie. And then my niece and my nephew right there with me.
Ajá, sí.
Okay. And what's this
Yes.
one?
En la granja.
That
que
was in the
te-
farm where
en
I
la
grew up.
granja,
Right?
And
de
you were-
siembras de yuca.
That's
de-
yucca plants
Yucca
behind
plants
us.
in the back.
In the back,
Sí,
yeah.
yuca.
Yucca.
So all you have to do is go in the backyard, get
Yuca,
the yucca.
naranja, aguacates, todo.
Yeah, we have yucca, oranges, avocados, you name it. We have cows.
I want to come visit your farm.
Ella
It
dice que
has
ella quiere ir a
so many
visitarla, sí.
things.
Ajá.
And what
Yeah.
is this?
Ajá, ahí enseñándole la doctrina metafísica.
She's teaching me
Que-
the doctrine of metaphysics,
Es muy buena para,
which is very good to
para
rule your
aprender
life.
Oh, absolutely.
para relajarse,
To
vivir,
relax.
aceptar la vida de otra forma.
And accept life the way it's supposed to be.
And everybody needs that because life
Yeah.
is so stressful.
Viaje a México.
That was in Mexico. We were obviously eating Mexican food to experiment.
You love to eat, don't we?
Yeah, me
Okay.
encanta comer. te
And
encanta
this, of
comer.
course, is our last picture. And,
And
this is,
yes, es la boda.
La boda.
That was my wedding. And my
Very
mom walked me down the aisle.
okay, well, let's get started with
Vamos a empezar a
our
cocinar.
fabulous
Sí.
coconut custard cake. What
Okay.
are our
Entonces,
ingredients?
¿Cuáles son los
Ajá,
ingredientes?
vamos a hacer una torta de
We're
coco.
going to make a coconut cake.
Esta receta viene de familia,
This
de,
recipe comes from
de
my
tradición.
traditionally from my
We are
family.
honored that you're sharing that with us.
Estamos muy honrados que lo hagas aquí. We have
Thank you.
2 cups of coconut.
Vamos a utilizar 2 cocos rallados o
2
molidos o
coconuts
procesados.
that are being in the food processor after
Ajá.
being peeled.
Okay.
Vamos a utilizar 3 tazas de
3 cups
azúcar,
of sugar.
3 cups of sugar.
azúcar, 6 cucharadas
6
de
tablespoons
mantequilla
of butter,
derretida,
melted butter,
Okay.
ajá,
And
8 huevos,
8 eggs,
8 huevos, ajá, y
And-
6 tazas de leche en polvo.
and 6 tablespoons of
Una
powdered
cucharada.
milk.
Powdered milk.
Yeah,
Leche en polvo.
yeah, powdered milk.
Powdered
Ajá.
milk.
And then we
Una
have-
cucharada de
Vanilla?
vainilla.
And then about a tablespoon of vanilla
Vainilla y
extract.
batimos.
And we're going to mix that
Ajá,
very,
mezclamos,
very well.
mezclamos.
We're going to mix it very, very well.
Mezclamos todo
Yeah.
y ya eso es
She has strong
muy
arms. She's
rápida,
gonna
And
mix
that's
this by
very
hand.
fast, very easy to
Muy
make.
fácil,
as
muy
you can see,
rápida.
that's all it is. Now, there's one thing, le voy a hablar de caramelo. Before we put here 1 cup of sugar with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water and let it cook until it became this beautiful golden
Gold.
caramel.
Right, and this is the caramel,
The caramel.
lining of the cake.
Exactly, that's what's going to make the cake nice and caramelized in the outside, so delicious. I've never seen a cake like this before. This cake, what's going to happen when you bake it, it separates, so it becomes a custard on top and grounded caramelized coconut in the bottom.
Now, is this a recipe that you would find in many Latin countries?
¿Esta es una receta que tú conseguirías en todas partes de Latinoamérica o solamente en la familia?
No.
No, only in the Galindez family.
No está en ningún
There's
recetario.
no, in this recipe is nowhere but my book.
Oh my goodness.
It will be on my book, definitely. Which is
Pueden
from this.
haber otras recetas, pero no esta.
They could be other recipes similar to this, but it's not quite the same.
Okay, and guess what? We're all going to get that recipe because we're going to put it on our website. So
Yes,
be sure to check our
absolutely.
website.
Absolutely.
Click on Connecticut Style. We'll have
So
it
how we
all
do it?
there
Listo.
for you.
Ya tenemos todo mezclado.
Now we have everything mixed.
Yes.
And then we grab
Tiene
it.
que estar en un molde acaramelado.
It has to have in a caramelized mold,
Caramelado.
Yes.
like that.
Ajá. Para que pueda dar esa consistencia de quesillo.
Because you
it
want the
it's gonna-
consistency of-
a custard.
A custard, yes.
Yeah. So we put it right in there.
Very good.
And we're going to have the oven preheated at 350 degrees.
And do you put it immediately or do you put it in a water?
You have to put it immediately in the oven. You
Oh,
don't want this
directly
to-
on the oven.
Directly on
Okay.
the oven.
Okay.
So we're going to do that. I'm going to do that for
All right.
her.
We're going to check back in with you guys at the end of the show when we actually show everybody what this cake looks like. And it's going to be
Absolutely.
so delicious. So everybody stick around, okay?